As most of you guys know, Jonathan is my best friend for 7 years now.
Apparently so.
First question.
What do you want to tell yourself in 1 year? I guess I hope I can stay consistent with everything that I'm doing. Keep at it even though it's hard. I know that sounds vague to most people, but I know exactly what I mean by that. And I guess I hope that I can sit here again with Mel in 1 year.
Of course you're going to sit here next year. You have no chance. I mean, it's don't change the running system.
Yeah, that's what I tell myself next year. You're gonna sit here again. Like
For
every
sure.
year.
Yeah.
The thing is, how many years are we gonna sit here for? Forever and ever?
And ever and ever and ever. I think what I'm going to say to myself in a year is I hope you got your old spark back, because I tragically lost it a bit, but we're fighting for it back. I hope you have your spark back. I hope you succeeded in all the project that you're aspiring right now. I hope you're just yourself and even crazier.
I hope so too.
A funny story you always tell about the other one. I don't know why. The first story that comes to my mind is our graduation trip. We were in Mallorca as a group, and at some point Jonathan got the amazing mission to get some nachos, and he couldn't find a bowl, so Jonathan showed up with a pan full of nachos, placed it in the middle of the sitting circle, and then went knockout, sleeping.
Approved. You know what's a funny story? When Mel gets like a crazy idea for a video or just anything in general, then she usually tells me and then we do it. Last year, Mel decided that we had to go to a ice skating rink in the forest in Swiss. So we went there. Mel didn't do any research, and then we had to go up a really fucking, what's it called, steep slope with our ice skating shoes already on. But she didn't tell me that there was a place to put on your ice skating shoes at the top.
To be fair, for that whole trip, we had a planning session, a call, where Jonathan was included, so I don't take the full blame for that big ass disaster.
Yeah, but you know that I never pay attention in the planning calls. It's really... Sorry.
Yeah, you better be.
It was really funny how she was really afraid to go down there. It was really funny. How has your life changed in the last year? I will just put it in a simple word. It has changed for the better. Except for the financial circumstance. But everything else has changed for the way, way better.
Experience. Let's say a lot of experiences, and which I'm glad I could work on or further on, is just proving to myself that if I'm determined to achieve something or to do something in my life, I will, which was the whole New York trip, which we're going to talk about in another video. But that was a fight I had with Jonathan to make the trip happen.
No comment.
Consistency, my friends. No.
Consistency, yeah. That's a good point. Life has changed with consistency. If you're not consistent, you don't get anywhere in life. So that's a major improvement.
What do you see in the other that they can't see themselves?
Is this a new question?
Yes.
Fuck me.
I think, to be honest, you sometimes underestimate when you're in the mindset and determined to do something or to pull through, what a massive force of action you can be. What I find funny, annoying, very useful at the same time is you're such a lazy ass, but also a smarty pants. So whenever you have a task, something you have to do, but you don't really want to or something, you will get it done, but like in the most efficient, quickest, and laziest way possible. And I really aspire that, because I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to put the work, I'm going to do that, but you're just like, no, let me find a shortcut.
Yes, shortcuts are key. So what do I see in you that you don't see in yourself?
Mm-hmm.
The thing that you call your spark, that you think comes and goes all the time. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's gone. I think it's always there. You can't lose it.
Oh, that's really cute, actually.
Hit me up, ladies.
He's single. Just
No,
so
that
you
was
know, I
cringe.
come in a package deal.
What's the biggest thing on the news right now?
So when it comes to Austria, our whole
We don't have a government, basically. So again, like never. And
Here we go again, my friends.
And then for world, Donald Trump is going cuckoo bananas.
What's something in your life you had to learn the hard way? Something that I had to learn the hard way is to let people go.
Ooh, that's a good one, actually.
To let people go and live on your life, and to really stand your grounds and live to your authentic self, which takes courage and a lot of time and effort. But believe me, my friends, do it, because your vibe attracts your tribe, and if you're never on your true vibe, you will never find your true people that appreciate you and take you for really who you are.
What I learned the hard way, at least in the past year, is how important it is to take care of yourself and to take pride in taking care of yourself. And that sort of ties in Mel's point with the sometimes letting people go that are bad for you, to not take your health or your current situation for granted. How would you like your life to change in the next year? That's another not easy one. Hope that certain things finally work out after lots of years of working on them and putting time and effort into them. I hope that changes for the better. I also hope that I can keep up all the consistent things that I have been doing for myself and for my personal growth.
I hope my spark gets brighter, because, as you said, I still have it, but currently I'm not
It's always there.
It is there. It is there, but I want it to shine brighter again. Let's say it like that. I hope I get even more courage to follow my dreams, and to also with the whole working situation and going abroad and stuff like that. But a lot is waiting for me. If I ask you to back me up in a lie and you know it will get you in trouble as well, would you do it?
I'm gonna say the same thing I said the past couple of years. To a certain degree, of course. Don't want to say the wrong thing, she's right beside me.
I would get in a lot of trouble for Jonathan, but I also agree, if it comes to prison, I would bring you cake every week. I would visit.
You never gave me cake before, so very nice. I'd be looking forward to that.
And
I never
also,
seen you bake either. Can you even do cake?
I wanted to make a cake and it turned out as cookies. I think that speaks for itself.
So you'll bring me cookies. Perfect.
I just asked my mom to bake and I will bring it. So you have at least a cake you can enjoy.
Perfect. What do you miss about being a child? What the fuck? Why are these so deep today? Have they always been this deep?
Yes.
Fuck me.
What I miss about being a child is the absolute absence of time. You do not think about time, and you're just, as a child, naturally in the moment. And like, everything is exciting, everything is happy, and you're just thankful and be there. Like, you can cry 1 second, the other second you get a lollipop and the world is fucking amazing.
Probably the absence of any sort of pressure on one side, and on the other side it's how positive of an outlook you have to everything. Look at anything and everything seemed possible. Also, school is actually pretty nice. Hot take.
Hot take. What I wanted to add on that one short deep take is, which I'm working on right now, through the years and a lot of actions where I really went through with the plan, I just have the reassurance to myself that I can achieve everything, because I will be the one to make it possible and to make it happen. You gotta be stubborn and annoying here and there.
Yes. What advice would you give your younger self? Because I'm not gonna tell myself, you're doing great, keep doing it. I'm gonna tell myself, you're actually not doing that great. You don't have to have that much pressure on you just yet. Be a little more chill, and also take a bit better care of yourself and not just everybody else around you. If I would have known that a few years ago, it would have probably been way easier.
I think it's the same as the last years. Don't give a fuck about what others say, and you do you. Do it your way. Do it the Mel way.
Bad advice, because you already knew it.
Limiting and shrinking myself into the environments I was in and the people I was with, because I often lost the point or missed the point where I outgrew my environment or people around me, and I was too caught up in it and kept holding on to things that I should have let go.
Yeah, but that's really hard to know the right time.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that comes with time. That was really deep.
What's your favorite weird habit of the other one?
Okay, so Mel has this really weird habit, which I've never seen with anybody else, which is actually quite cool. Takes pictures and videos of everything, which is really annoying in the moment, but it's fucking awesome later on. So trust me, if you have a friend that has this same habit of taking pictures and videos all the time, I know it's annoying in the moment, but later on you're gonna thank them, like I did Mel very many times. It still annoys me to this day, but it's still very nice afterwards to this day.
He even complained while building this set how annoying this is.
Yeah, see?
But he always comes back after a few months or like after our trips or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm so thankful we did that. I like just the random live updates I get. On his smart TV, someone else logged in his YouTube channel.
No, you can't see it in the video. They know about it.
No, they don't. And he sometimes checks up their search
History.
history.
Watch history.
Watch history.
I shouldn't do it. I know I'm a bad person, but it's so funny.
And it's the funniest shit ever.
Somebody's YouTube search history or video watch history gives you a very, very deep look into their soul. Just don't tell anybody, okay? They logged in on their own free will. I'm just checking every now and again. I feel very bad about it, but it's very fun.
But I love just like sometimes how quick you decide shit and then just go. For example, we were on a concert and it was long before we talked about that Jonathan would sleep over at mine. We do something the next day. Work come in between, so he had to work the next day. And so like we were all pretty exhausted, arrived here. Jonathan went to bed and came back 10 minutes later with his bags and was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to drive home now.
I don't know if it's a good trait of mine that sometimes I make decisions very fast and without thinking too much about it. Sometimes it's good. More often than not, it's not that good. In which of your traits do you take most pride? Ability to almost always be in control of what I think and what I do. I don't know, it's just something that I'm very grateful for. Keep myself calm. That's my best trait.
I think my best trait is my spark, as I said. No, for real, especially in the situation I am right now, Jonathan is well aware, where I don't feel like my spark is still there or something, or it's like a bit dimmer to me. So many people of my inner circle, my friends, my family, came up to me and reminded me of that, or reminded me of how I change people, how I give my energy, how my spark takes over to other people. That's the thing where I take most pride, because I can guarantee you, if you spend enough time with me, it does happen. I change people with like my worldview and my magical way of being. What is important in a friendship for you? Loyalty, understanding. Real friends just really take you in for what you are, and you won't feel stupid. They love you for all the things that other people call you out for. Acceptance of your true self.
When it comes down to it, there's very few people who are real friends, who are there for you and, you know, who you can trust. Actual friends you'll know.
Because actual friends are also never going to be like jealous. They are going to cheer for your wins, and they're going to be by your side when you lose or when you're down. And it's just like this massive support and the mindset, I want to see you win and I will help you get there. And if you're stuck in the mud, I will sit with you there until you're ready to go out there.
Favorite moment together? We were in New York and we went to that one rooftop bar on the island in the middle that you can only get to by cable car. And we just sat there in the sun and had a $15 drink. The view was amazing. The talk was amazing. The drinks were amazing, even though expensive. You know what should be your favorite moment?
My birthday.
When we were in New York and I was sick, really sick. I was ill. I had the flu. I was dead. I carried through. I walked around the city all day just so she could sit and have a little cupcake with a thing on it, with a candle on it, to blow out and say happy birthday. And I was there all day. That was real friendship, because I was dying. I was literally dying. I'm glad I did it, even though it was hard. I wouldn't have done it for anybody else.
I realized how bad your well-being was afterwards because you really acted it pretty coolly. I gotta say, yeah, Jonathan fulfilled the mission like a fucking star. I had my dream come true, and
that's why it was worth it to suffer through the pain.
The most random thing I ever did or said to you. Jonathan once texted me out of the blue, "I'm going to become a receptionist." And I was like, okay, why? And his answer, I quote, was, "I have €1.60 on my bank account for 2 weeks now, and it's getting annoying."
Yeah, true. I don't remember that, but probably true.
I remember that I said, wait, let me write that down, so I have this sticky note for my scrapbook, and the first selfie you sent me in your uniform in the mirror behind it.
The most random thing Mel did recently was that one day she just randomly sent me a picture of flowers and texted me, "It's official." 5 days later, she texted me, "It's over now." And then I was like, perfect. Thanks for the information. Very well done.
It was 8 days later.
But I didn't know anything then because she didn't talk to me. And now she's talking to me again. And now I know everything and I understand. That was deep, sorry. But it was funny for me because I was like, what the fuck is going on? What defines the other person? If Mel were to answer this herself, she would say, my spark. but it's true. Her spark, her personality is what defines her, really. Because when you first see her, you know, she's like kind of small and everything, and you're like, Mel, interesting. But when you get to know her, that's what defines her. And if you know her, you know what I mean. If you don't know her, bad luck.
Aww. Your calmness. Like, whatever shit happens to Jonathan, he has just this amazing attitude that I sometimes really envy. Which is like, yeah, okay, fuck. And then just laugh it off and just, yeah, brush it off and go on. It's just like there's not that much of an emotional reaction to it.
There is sometimes, but
Yeah.
Usually it's like,
For the most parts.
If it's something that you can't do anything about, I'm like, yeah, what am I supposed to do? It's shit.
And also Jonathan's loyalty. Like, even though sometimes we have our phases where we do not speak that much because life is busy, but like Jonathan is a friend that truly knows when you really need him, and then he's going to be there without a question.
Duh. We have 2 more questions for you. Stay tuned, but first a message from our sponsor. You have a sponsor, right?
No. And a big thank you to my not existing sponsor yet. You could be my first sponsor.
We have 2 more questions in this very rancid hat.
What does your perfect day look like? My perfect day would be somewhere out traveling with my camera, some friends, just on an adventure. End of story.
My perfect day would probably be getting up pretty early without a headache, having everything at home for breakfast so I don't have to go buy it, spending time with friends doing an activity like, I don't know, squash, paddle, something like that, going to the gym and for a little drive, and then cooking something awesome for dinner and having a chill evening that starts early, has some good TV show or something in it.
Now, the last question for this year.
The very last one. What is so special about our friendship? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the fact that it's lasted this insanely long. If you've been friends for 7 years or something.
5 years, it's always 5 years. 5 years is the rule
5
most
years,
of the times.
Then it's like for life. And so that's special because that's for life. And Mel tells me all the time that I can't get out of this. So that's special. That looked really sarcastic, but it isn't. I'm very happy about it, sorry.
I'm used to that attitude, no worries, my friends. That's just Jonathan. Yeah, emotions, and then telling people that he likes them or he's thankful. Sometimes for a few months that gets just a little shut off. Out of nowhere, you will get a cute text or like an audio or like a call where you're like, yeah, you know what? You're mainly annoying, but I do really like you, and I'm thankful to have you.
That's limited to this.
I at least get it every few months.
Yes.
All the shit we've done together.
That's also true. I should have said that.
The fact that we've seen so many versions of ourselves and just grew together with them. Like, mostly you lose people when you outgrow a version of yourself or something, and very few people will be on your side through every version that is about to come, and I have no doubt here.
And also a very good thing about our friendship is that Mel manages to make me do things that I in the moment think I don't want to do, but deep down I know I want to do. I'm just too lazy to. And Mel is the only person that consistently makes me do those things, and they're always good.
Consistently forcing you to live life and get out of your
Yes.
comfort zone.
Yes. All right.
That's it.
This is
Bye.
over. Bye. Nice. Put on your Rancid hat.
Woo!
You should put a donation link down there because this is a lot of work that she does all the time. She needs money for this.